Hello folks, and welcome to another episode of Wheels of Mercury. Today, I'm going to do something a little bit different for the algorithm. This is a list of bands I could never get into, even if I've tried time and time again. If you like any of these bands, all the more power to you. The first one is a big one, Ghost. They are a rock or light metal band from Sweden with a lot of costumes and a lot of pomposity and a lot of grandeur. They change the Pope character every album cycle. The old Pope character gets killed off, and then they have the new guy step in, which is basically just Tobias Forge in another costume. The new guy, which I'm gonna show right here, he looks badass. Like, he looks awesome. I have great respect for Tobias Forge as a visionary in the heavy rock, hard rock genre, because he has helped to bring so many people into the aesthetics of metal without necessarily being a metal band or without, being too heavy. Ghost has proven to be a great gateway band for a lot of people, and I can respect that. However, if somebody were to tell me what my favorite Ghost song was, I would be like, nah, I don't know. When I try to listen to a Ghost song, it passes through me like water. It just doesn't do anything for me. I know song names like Square Hammer, Thirsty, or Cirith or whatever it's called, rock, but I could never really get into the music. Next up is a band that I just had a huge lineup shift. Mastodon. I could never really get into this Atlanta-based sludge metal, stoner rock type of band because, I don't know, they just never did anything for me aside from Blood and Thunder and Iron Tusk. I love the riff on Iron Tusk that's like I saw them live at Heavy T.O. in Downview Park in Toronto back in 2011 when I was waiting for Slayer to come on, and they sounded decent from what I remember. I know they have a big lineup shift recently with Brent Haynes leaving, so all the best to Mastodon fans. But yeah, I could never really get into Mastodon. Next up is Sabaton, who are a band from Sweden, and they sing about war. They make it all happy and da 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 da, and I'm just like, why do you sing about war like that? It's almost like you're glorifying it. That's not cool. I get way more out of a band like Cannon who does not glorify war and is still heavy as heck. These guys, Sabaton, they're just like so cheesy and so da 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 da. It's like every single freaking song is like that. Oh, I can't stand them. I can't stand Sabaton. It's so cheesy. Next up is a band that I cannot get into because of their vocals, and that is Cirith Ungol. Holy crap. I mean, the bassist from Cirith Ungol, he is freaking awesome. He's just going off. He's almost like the spiritual successor to Geezer Butler from Black Sabbath. But like those vocals, man, Tim Baker, I can't, I'm sorry. I saw a review on Rate Your Music or somewhere like that said he sounded like a drunk Axl Rose or something like that, and that's pretty accurate. I tried and tried with Cirith Ungol, but man, those vocals just make my ears bleed. The same with these next two bands, which share the same singer, so I'm putting them in one category. Mercyful Fate and King Diamond. Oh my goodness. I am not sure what metal lifers from the 80s see in King Diamond other than his aesthetic being very influential on black metal. I gotta give it to the guy. His aesthetic is really cool. Arguably, there would be no corpse paint if not for King Diamond. I'm sorry, but like his high, I can't even do it. It's like a chipmunk squeak. Oh, it's like Alvin and the Chipmunk fronting a metal band. It's just like, I can't take King Diamond seriously. I just can't see what other people see in his singing voice. It's just so annoying. Next up is a band called Mysticum, which was the first ever industrial black metal band. I remember listening to Mysticum and I was waiting for the drums to come in. And then all of a sudden, when the drums revealed themselves to be the cheesy drum machine, and the black metal scream, I kid you not, I burst out laughing. I know they were the first industrial black metal band, but just because they're the first doesn't mean that they're the best. Mercyful does the whole electronic black metal fusion much better than Mysticum did. That's my hot take. If you like Mysticum, all the more power to you. Next up is a really boring black metal band, in my opinion, from the UK. I know one of the guys from Forge Masters loves this band. I apologize, but Winterfylleth. Yeah, I could never get into these guys. They were pretty boring. Even back in the day, I was just like, kind of boring. I love Ard and Magnetar better. And those are two side projects connected to this band that are better than the main band, in my honest opinion. I just could never get into Winterfylleth. I don't know, they're just boring. They do nothing for me. I apologize to Forge Master Metal Reviews. I know you guys love that band. And all the more power to you. Next up is a band that I tried to love because I love their lyrical themes, but their execution is just so poor. And that is the feminist black metal band Feminazgûl. Yeah, I remember downloading this No Dawn for Men album, I'll show the album cover right here, off of Bandcamp, and I tried to love it because of the lyrical themes, but it's just so, poorly constructed, and the drum machine is just so poorly done, and it's just a poorly constructed version of folk black metal fusion. It's just badly done. I am still following them because I believe they have potential for something that has lyrical themes that I resonate with and I strongly agree with. This is not executed very well, and it's a shame because I want to like this band more than I actually do. Next up is Jane's Addiction, a band I have never really got into. Another band, just like Ghost, that passes through me like water. If somebody told me, Wheels, what's your favorite Jane's Addiction song? I'd be like, I don't know any songs from them. The only song I know from them, kind of, is because they have dogs barking in the song. And this is gonna be the first time I admit this on my channel, but dogs barking noises in a song is a no-go for me. Anyways, Jane's Addiction. Yeah, I never got into them. Last up, in the 10th band on the list before this video is done, is Rings of Saturn. Yeah, I never got into this deathcore band. Plus, the allegations of them speeding up the songs just put a sour taste in my mouth. They're just too, oh my goodness, it just sounds so artificial. I never got into them. And that's a wrap for bands I can't get into. Thank you for watching. If you made it this far, subscribing to my channel really helped to push it in the algorithm. Press like and ring the bell for notifications to also push it in the algorithm. And if you do that, thank you so much. Rock on, guys, and I will see you in the next video.